Whether it's the regular season or the off-season, we have you covered as we give you the best Tennessee Titans and NFL news and insight that a fan could ask for. You're watching the Titan Upload Network.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in to the 615. And yes, you are watching and listening to the Titan Upload Network. I'm your host, Lee Hillis. And yes, it is Oilers week with the Tennessee Titans. And we do have some news later on in the episode. But let's go ahead and bring in our co-host from What's Shaking Titans, Gary Bailey.
What it do, Lee? What it do, homie? What's shaking, everybody? It is good to be back on the 615, guys. And you know what time it is? It's time to Oiler the up. Let's go.
Yes, and let's go ahead and bring our guest in here. Also from What's Shaking Titans, Matthew Massey, a.k.a. Mr. Anonymous, a.k.a. Andy Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, man. What's up, guys? Good to see y'all.
Yeah, well, we killed the Andy Fitzpatrick thing. He's no longer Andy Fitzpatrick. Now he's Carson Manning. So a mixture of Carson Wentz and Peyton Manning.
I got the Carson Wentz beard and the Peyton Manning forehead. We in there, baby.
And then, of course, there's me with no beard now. But as I said, it is Oilers week. And we take on the Atlanta Falcons this week. And as I said, we've got some news that we're breaking later on. And this is just for this week. But as I said, we'll break it later on. But some huge news coming out of Titans camp. Titans have traded Kevin Byard to the Philadelphia Eagles for a 2024 fifth, a 2024 sixth, and defensive back Terrell Edmonds.
Yeah, you know, Lee, as a fan of the Titans, this trade really sucks. It sucks. You know, as a fan of Kevin Byard, this trade really, really sucks. But, you know, coming from a business perspective and, you know, the state of the franchise, it actually makes sense. You know, let's go ahead and build up some stock cap. You know, let's send KB out where he actually has a chance of making it to the playoffs, actually has a chance of making it to the Super Bowl. You know, so it's a kind of a nod of respect from the franchise to send them out to the Eagles, who I think definitely are going to make it deep in the playoffs this year, if not make it to the Super Bowl. But, you know, this is a sign of, you know, I wouldn't say desperation, but it's definitely a sign of the Titans saying, hey, we've literally hit our max capacity this year. And, you know, I think between Mike Vrabel and Rand Carthon, they felt like, you know, there's not a lot of other options that they can do, you know?
Yep. Yeah, so, I mean, like Gary said, man, it definitely hurts. But my brother called me yesterday, and he gave me and he put it in terms of he was going to talk me off the ledge, you know what I mean? Like, about the whole situation, because I was just so upset about it. I didn't understand it. But he made some great points, you know, like, open up cap space to be able to get some good players in here in the off season and things like that. So, you know, like Gary said, it definitely stings. I absolutely loved Kevin Byard as a Titan. Definitely going to miss his presence here. And, you know, I hope we're able to capitalize off this. You know, I mean, maybe it'll sting a little less if Edmonds comes in and these two draft picks we got for Byard actually show up and they're a big part of our team down the road. So, I mean, let's hope for the best, guys. I mean, we shall see.
Well, yeah, and you know, the thing about this trade is, you know, I think Terrell Edmonds could be a good kind of fill-in eventually once he gets the hang of the playbook. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to fill Kevin Byard's shoes because I don't think anybody in the league will be able to do that.
Right.
But, you know, he is a good fill-in for Kevin Byard. And then, you know, those two draft picks, they can come in handy, you know, in the draft this year, especially with all the holes that we have on this team.
Yep.
So looking at our draft capital for this year, the Titans are now have a first, a second, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, two, and possibly three. Two, possibly three seventh-round picks.
Yeah. And then, guys, I would like to say, hey, the sweating's done. We don't have to worry about losing another big player. But guys, there are a bunch of rumors out there by some sources that we have, from What's Shaking Titans, as well as the Titan Upload Network, that have all been consistently saying the same thing, that DeAndre Hopkins, Derrick Henry, I think one of the reports I read had Autry listed as players that have the Titans have received phone calls for a possible trade. So, we're not out of this weather yet. We could still have another storm hit us at any moment. So, don't breathe a sigh of release just yet, man, because it could get worse.
Well, a statement that I saw said that the Titans have received 2 calls from the AFC, 1 from the NFC on Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. So, as we transition to talk about Atlanta, we just want to say to KB, and good luck. You've done a lot of things here in Tennessee.
KB, come back, man. Come back.
Baby, come back.
Oh.
But yeah, huge shout out to you, Kevin Byard, man. Like what you did for this city, this organization, you and your family, the time that you put in is huge. We definitely appreciate it. We send all of our love here from Tennessee out to Philly to you, man. I know you're returning to your hometown. We wish you the best, man. Go win you a Super Bowl with this team. Take AJ Brown with you. Go get a bowl, bro.
That's what I was gonna say, man. The deal's done now, so man, go ball out. I'm still gonna be a fan of KB, even though he's on a different team now. But man, go ball out. You know what I mean? That's a heck of an opportunity for a guy. And, he earned that. It wasn't just given to him. He earned that over 7+ seasons of playing very good safety football. So kudos to him. Like y'all are saying, wish you the best, brother. Still going to be watching you. Yeah, KB, come back. But yeah, already miss him, and we ain't even watched him play another game yet on another team. So, yeah.
But we're transitioning out of this, I don't want to say heartbreak for Titans fans, but let's get to talking about this Titans game this weekend, or as we should say, the Oilers game this weekend.
Yeah, who's the Titans, man?
So we have the Red Stallions versus the Oilers.
I'm a Red Stallion.
But we have the Titans and the Falcons stats side by side. The Falcons are 29th in points scored per game with 16.4. The Titans are ranked 25th in the league in points per game with 17.3. But the thing that is scaring me with the Falcons, they're 9th in points allowed with 19 points. The Titans are 11th with 19.5 points allowed per game. Yards per game, I'm scratching my head with. The Falcons are 12th, and they're allowing they've had an average of 360.3 yards per game. That's 12th in the league. The Titans, on the other hand, are 24th in yards per game with 311.
Don't worry, you'll make your way.
Passing yards per game for the Falcons, they're 15th with 236. They're 8th in rush yards per game with 124.3. Then you go to the Titans side. You're breaking down that 311 yards per game. 201 yards per game, pass yards per game. That's 29th in the league. On the other hand, the Titans have carried the ball for 110 yards average per game. That is 19th in the league. But then you get to time of possession. This is for the whole season up to this point. The Falcons have held the ball. This is 8th in the league. And total time of possession, 3 hours, 37 minutes, and 40 seconds. The Titans are 23rd in total time of possession with 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 40 seconds. Third down efficiency. The Titans are 28th at 33.8% on third down. This up to this point, going into week 8. The Falcons are 15th. 39.8% on third down efficiency. The category that the Titans have Atlanta in, the Titans are 18th in sacks from a defensive standpoint, with 15 sacks on the season. On the other hand, Atlanta is 24th with 13 sacks. But this is where Atlanta's secondary fares better than the Titans. Atlanta has 4 interceptions on the year. That comes to 20th in the league. And the Titans are dead last when it comes to interceptions with 2.
Yeah, I mean, these are some pretty telling stats. I'm going to give you some stat numbers here. And this is just from the 4 games that we lost, not the 2 that we win. So those 2 are excluded. But you're talking about third down efficiency, man.
And I think
right now,
this last week,
for all 6, we are 33.8? Is that what that says?
Yes.
33.8. But in the 4 games that we've lost, guys, we are actually 10 of 45, which is for a total of 22%. I think, guys, it's pretty sad when these numbers in the games that we lost are screaming for number 22 himself. I'm just going to go out and say that. We got to utilize Henry. I'm still a little salty and a little angry. I'm mad at the coaching staff, for not even attempting to put Henry in the game. In London, when Ryan Tannehill went out and Malik Willis went in, you want to set these young quarterbacks up for success, and you absolutely did not set Malik Willis up for success at all. But Malik Willis still went out there and made something out of nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it best, man. It's the same thing we've been preaching pretty much all season. Even in the 2 wins that we got, we still have to coach better. They still have to play better on the field. I mean, I know Vrabel says that almost every press conference because it's the truth. You know what I mean? We gotta utilize our key pieces, just like you were just saying, Gary. We got to use Henry because I mean, what are you doing with him if he's not being productive? Why are you keeping him on the sideline when he's one of our most productive offensive players? So I mean, it definitely makes sense to use him more than not. And I hate to admit it, but leave it up to the Titans to do some questionable things. That's been happening pretty consistently for the last however many seasons that, it's just kind of like jaw dropping. We'll see the Titans did this. We'll see news from the Titans and we're all just like, really?
Yeah. I mean, you're speaking facts too.
And of course, Vrabel came out and said it, that Kyle Phillip is staying at punt return. And in the words of Mike Vrabel, we have to coach better. We have to play better. You hear that week in and week out.
Catch the punts.
Yeah, but, kind of going back to the whole Henry thing, man, we have, like you said it best, Massey, is like we got to utilize our key pieces. And right now, this O-line is not, key pieces. Cal Phillips is not a key piece. Put Cal Phillips on the practice roster. Bring up Mason Kinsey, please. I'm done seeing Mr. Muff punts over there.
Or as we've talked about the network, use Kyle Phillips as your slot wide receiver and throw Mason back to return punts.
Man, I don't even want to see Kyle Phillips on the field as a wide receiver, bro. I don't. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to Kyle Phillips, but guys, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Full screen me for a second. Let me talk to the audience.
Talk to him, boy.
I gotta talk to him. If everybody out there wants to be sitting here putting down Malik Willis for Malik Willis not going out here and performing the way that y'all expect him to, which is along the lines of Steve McNair or some 12-year vet like in Ryan Tannehill, then let's be honest about Treylon Burks. Let's be honest about Kyle Phillips. Guess what? They can't stay on the field because they're constantly getting hurt. They're not being productive. You can't be considered a weapon in this league unless you're available. The best availability is availability, and they're not available, And as far as Kyle Phillips goes, man, I'd rather have Mason Kinsey in playing at the slot than I would Kyle Phillips right now. And that's just me being honest because, I felt like we've seen more consistency from Mason Kinsey than we have Kyle Phillips, man. So, give me that all day long. Yeah.
And I mean, we can hold Henry accountable too. As far as productivity. Now, I mean, you can't hold him accountable if he's not being put in the game and utilized. But just like we were saying, I think it was about week 2 or week 3. I was saying, like you just said, Gary, we have to hold all these players accountable. You can't just say Malik's playing bad, or you know what I mean. You got to put it on all the players that are on the field. And that goes for Henry too. I said it, a few weeks ago. He's got to use his vision better. When he had that 2,000-yard rushing season, that man was not following his key holes and stuff. He was using his stiff arm and getting down the field. So,
but then again, if you go back and you watch that season, bro, there were multiple holes opened up on that offensive line. That was how good of an O-line we had. We had one of the best running offensive lines in the league that year.
Yeah.
They weren't too good at pass blocking, but I mean, they're still better than what we got. Yeah. I mean, you put Henry back behind that O-line and you're going to see him be more productive. It's going to look like he's able to hit these, holes with his visions and stuff, not just the main hole that he's, supposed to run down, It's going to look like that. Why? Because that's the type of O-line that he had in front of him, man. And, you look at this O-line, I feel like this O-line is just kind of lost, man. It's not good at one particular thing. It's not good at run blocking, opening up running lanes. It's not good at pass blocking. It's not good at none of that, man. So, it's hard, The only way you see, these two running backs and Derrick Henry and Tajay Spears really get successful and get these big chunk plays has been through the passing game on screenplays, man.
Right.
Toss it out to Henry, let him get in the open, That's the type of player Henry is. You gotta get him 2 or 3 steps and let him get rolling. And once he starts rolling, it's over. We've seen it in the Ravens game at one point right before Tannehill got hurt.
Yeah, statistics show the more carries that man gets during the game, the better he is throughout the game.
Yeah. So far this year, every game that Derrick Henry has had 20 carries plus, we have won.
We've won.
Every game that he's had under 20, we've lost.
Right.
I mean,
make it make sense.
Talk about it.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Yep. You got to make it make sense, man.
But as I had mentioned, we have some huge news from the network. And this video is going to explain it all.
You know that we do. We'll always be true. 'Cause we love you blue. Yes, we love you blue.
Yes, you saw that right there. For this week only, we are rebranding to the Oiler Upload Network.
Maybe that'll help us win.
Well, everybody like Titans Radio has rebranded to Oilers Radio.
Oh, yeah. What's Shaking Titans also kind of did a semi rebrand.
What's Shaking Oilers?
We just went with WST over the Oilers logo. You can definitely check that out live on YouTube this Friday because, I'm going to go ahead and mention this if you don't mind. So What's Shaking Titans was supposed to do a podcast last Saturday. It was going to be our last Saturday episode, but unfortunately, I had computer failure, lost almost everything, guys. So, but the good news is we got it fixed. We're back up and running now, and we are officially moving to Friday, starting this Friday, October 27th at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Definitely hop over to YouTube, catch us there. Follow us on all social media platforms, guys. We got Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X. I got it right that time, guys. Oh, my goodness. I did it. Okay. Anyway, but definitely give us a follow at What's Shaking Titans. Definitely appreciate it, guys. But also give the 615 podcast a follow, man. Lee does an awesome job. I appreciate you having me on as your co-host, man. It's awesome. It's an awesome experience. So, definitely give both these channels a follow. You will not be disappointed, and you will be entertained.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, of course, let's head into our top 5 games from last weekend. And I'm going to start with Gary on this one because he has one interesting one on here.
No, we don't.
All right, so here we go, guys. So coming in at number 1, I got the Falcons Buccaneers. That was a close game. It was really back and forth. Falcons pulled it off right there at the end. Of course, the Browns Colts game, man, that was probably one of the best games I've seen this year. Lions Ravens, I mean, dude, if you want to sit here and complain about Malik Willis's performance, go look at what the Ravens just did to the Lions, and then come and talk to me because you can't put that boy down, after what the Ravens just did to the Lions. I mean, I'm just saying. Then you got the Bills Patriots, man. Shout out to Bill Belichick beating the Bills here. What a win. And guys, my number 5 game, Alabama Tennessee. Tennessee Vols fans. That prison orange, man. That y'all thought y'all had it. And then that Roll Tide came rolling in and rolled all over y'all. So Roll Tide, baby.
You're not allowed to be an Alabama fan.
No, low key, guys. I'm not a Bama fan. I'm just not a Vols fan. So
there you go.
I like jabbing little jabs at y'all. So there you go.
The truth has come out.
Dun, dun, dun.
And of course, let's go with Massey because I don't have his, but I know he has some.
Yeah, definitely got to agree that that Colts and Browns game was just so entertaining. A nail biter, had all of us on the edge of our seats. Super awesome game to watch. I really thought the Eagles and Dolphins game was going to be a pretty close, tight knit game, but obviously the Eagles kind of ran away with that one in the second half. And then I'll definitely go with like the Bucks and Falcons. That was a heck of a game. The close games are the ones that we love to watch. We don't. I mean, like I said last weekend, I think I said, we'd love to see our Titans or one of our teams that we cheer for blow another team out. But at the same time, the entertaining part is when they are them close games or when it like the Chargers game going into overtime and you're just hoping for the best outcome, and then obviously wishing that the team's going to win, the Titans. So, yeah, I got to say the major one for me was definitely that Browns and Colts game. That was a heck of a game. And also, I do really like those Colts new uniforms and helmets. Those things are pretty dang awesome looking. So, yeah, I'm going to go with those.
Yeah, man, those are those are some pretty good ones there. One thing I would like to say is I am sick of seeing these close games here by the Titans. As much as I like a competitive game, I think that we can get over the fact that, the Titans are a team that can pull it out in close games, because obviously this year we're not that team anymore. So guys, if we're going to win, we need to win by a gap. So, let's put up some points. Let's put them up fast, and let's hope this defense can hold on for a win.
Yeah, start off fast and don't stop until the clock hits 000.
Yeah. All right, Lee, what's your 5 games, brother? What's your 5 games, brother?
Hang on. Of course, I went Browns and Colts also. To see the Browns go smack the Colts in Indianapolis. Then I went New England and Buffalo because New England go to Buffalo and beat Buffalo.
Pretty dang wild.
And then, of course, I go at number 3. I have to go the college ranks. I have to go the Virginia upset.
But I did
over number 10 North Carolina. Number 4, I had to go to Mile High. The Broncos shock the world and beat the Packers. And then the Bears beating the Raiders in Las Vegas is game number 5.
Yo, Massey, is that what happened to your eye there, bro?
I thought we weren't going to talk about it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you know, guys, so you see Massey likes to throw on a little patch face there. Likes to throw on a little patch eye. And so, you know, when the Bears decided to roll all over the Raiders, you know, I think he caught one of them bear paws to the eyeball there.
Yeah, it was definitely balls to the eyes. Needless to say, the Balls won.
Oh man. Well, I mean, yeah, Lee, I really like your top 5 here. You know, I don't know if I would have went Virginia, North Carolina that high. I mean, that was a good game, but I like it, man. I still think the game, you know, and I know you probably don't agree because you're a Vols fan, but you got to admit that was a good game, and you know the way Bama came back, man. Hats off to them.
All I have to say, so this quote came out a couple of years ago after A&M beat Alabama. Low tide, low.
You mean roll tide, bro?
Go Eagles! Oh, sorry.
Go Eagles! This just in, guys. Your Tennessee Titans have officially traded What's Shaking Titans to the Philadelphia Eagles. We are now What's Shaking Eagles. Go Big Green. I'm joking.
What's Shaking Philadelphia Titans.
Y'all are funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got to bring some humor. You know, it's been a rough past day. You know, especially losing, you know, such a huge part of this franchise, and you know, somebody who's been very vital to the success of this team over the last, you know, 7 years. It's you got to find some humor in it somehow, guys. You know, ultimately, it's what's best for this franchise, you know, moving forward, especially if we want to be considered a contender, because, you know, right now, I don't think we're contenders. We're not even close to making it into the playoffs at this rate, guys. But, you know, we got the new stadium coming in 2027. You know, let's get this stuff fixed before we open that new stadium.
Yeah, that's actually what my dad said last night when me and him were talking about it. He was like, you know what they're doing, right? I was like, what? He's like, you know that new stadium's coming in a few seasons. I said, he was like, they're trying to build up. That way they have a super team for a new stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you know, hopefully they don't choke, though.
Exactly.
As we continue to roll, the week 7 pick'ems. Of course, Gary, you were off last week with being sick as a dog, pretty much.
Well,
and Blueface filled in. Blueface went 5-7, which took that record overall to 45-46.
Man, I'm gonna have a talk with him. You know, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
And I went 6-6, which took my overall to 58-33.
What a crazy week in the NFL.
What a crazy 2 weeks. 2 weeks, man. Because don't forget about, you know, last week.
Yeah. Just insane, man.
Yeah.
But we're heading into our week 8 pick'ems. Of course, Gary, I know you went Tampa Bay over Buffalo.
Yeah, man. Huge shout out to the Bucks. I think they're on a roll. Bills, I'm seeing some concerning things coming from the Buffalo Bills here. Who knows? They might be able to squeeze this one off. But honestly, guys, I think the Buccaneers are on a roll. Watch out, man. They could actually do something later on.
And of course, I went Buffalo. I feel like Buffalo is upset about getting beat by a not so good team in New England.
Yeah, but how many times this year have they gotten beat by a not so good team?
Twice now, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah, but you see what happens literally game right after. They pop off.
I don't know, man, because they barely squeaked out against the Giants.
And then second game, Rams at the Cowboys. Gary, both you and I took Cowboys.
Yeah, there's no question in that one, man. That's an easy picker right there.
The Red Stallions, a.k.a. the Falcons, at the Titans Oilers.
You skipped one.
Oh, Vikings at the Pack. Give me, I'm just going to say it now. Go Pack, go.
Go Cheeseheads. Are you going to wear a block of cheese on your head during this game?
Now I want cheese.
Give me some of that good. Anyway, guys.
Cheese.
So, guys, I'm going Vikings here. I hate picking against Packers because Packers are, another team I like to watch. But I think that the Vikings are going to be able to kind of squeeze something out here. Of course, this is a rivalry game, so it's always close most of the time. They don't have, Packers don't have Aaron Rodgers to bail them out anymore. So, the question is how is this game going to play out? I think this is also one of them games that it can be 50-50 and can go either way here. But if I had to lean one way or another, I'm going to lean kind of towards the Vikings on this one.
Well, the Vikings did just win on Monday night.
Yeah.
Over the 49ers.
Yeah. And, as far as the next one, Falcons, Oilers, we kind of both put our names down for the Oilers, guys, but I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to tell y'all right now that I think that it's going to be a very, very slim to none chance that the Titans are able to get this win. If we do get this win, it's going to be pure dumb luck, guys. So, I just think we have a lot of issues right now. Maybe this quarterback by committee that we're going to be running in this game, maybe that helps us out. And I think that's kind of why I lean towards the Titans on this one. Oh, Tannehill's not going.
If Tannehill can't go.
He's not going this week. They're going to keep him on that sideline.
But I'm looking at the spread right now. Atlanta is favored by 2. And the over-under is 37 points combined.
There you go. Go bet on the Oilers.
Saints-Colts. Indy is favored by 1. And the over-under is 43.5. And that game's in Indianapolis.
Yeah, give me the Saints here. I think I'm gonna go with the Saints just because I'm tired of seeing the Colts win. So go Black.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints on that one too.
I'm going Indy.
But you go to Indy.
Yeah, well, he did.
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome. Nice.
Patriots at the Dolphins. Dolphins are a 9.5-point favorite. The over-under is 47. Of course, both Gary and I, we both took the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's a pretty historic rivalry right there.
It is.
Yeah.
And then
that's in Miami.
And then, guys, we got the Battle of New York. So you got the
And-
Jets versus the Giants here.
And the Jets are a 3-point favorite, and the over-under is 36.5.
That's going to be a doozy of a game. I'm telling you right now.
It is, but guys,
I'm
gonna
taking
go
the
out-
under. I'm taking the under if I'm betting on that game.
I'm going Giants on this one, guys. I know Lee went with Jets here, but I'm going Giants. I think that
Jets, Jets.
Achilles. Joking. Anyway, yeah, I'm going Giants because we've seen a lot from this Giants team. They hung in there against the Bills lately. I mean, they've been hanging in these games. So
Yes.
definitely going there. Excuse me, guys.
Jags Steelers. The game's in Pittsburgh. Jacksonville's a 2.5-point favorite. The over under is 42. I'm
Screw the
taking
Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm taking
Steelers suck.
I'm taking Pittsburgh just because it's an AFC South team. No other reason.
You
Literally.
know what? If I had some way of making some gun noise right now, that's how I feel right now about these Steelers.
Shot fired.
Texans at the Panthers. The Texans are a 3-point favorite on the road, and the over under is 43.
What are we gonna do if the Panthers win this game?
Big jaw drop just like we were when the Giants won last week.
And the
Broncos.
Texans, surprise, the Texans have 3 wins on the year.
Yeah.
They're 3-3. Who would have thought that the Texans right now, going into week 8, the Texans would be 3-3? I didn't.
Well, I mean, you get them another. They got. I mean, the quarterback that we were wanting. C.J. Stroud. And I mean, could you imagine what the Titans would be doing right now if we had C.J. Stroud? I guarantee you, Tannehill wouldn't be starting.
No, because if you take a quarterback top 3, he's automatically your starter.
Well, not all the time though.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
Eagles at the Commanders. Philly is a 6.5-point favorite, and 43.5 is the over/under. We're both taking Philadelphia.
Why'd you have to mention that to you? I don't want to talk to you no more. You're my feelings, man. They got A.J. Brown, they got Marcus Mariota, they got Kevin Byard, they got Zach Cunningham, they got them all, man. Why are you going to do that? That's not the Philadelphia Eagles, man. That's the Philly Titans, bro. What's the deal? That one hurt. That one hurt really bad.
Cleveland at Seattle. Seattle is a 3-point favorite at home, and the over/under is 40. I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks because we know how hard it is to play in Seattle.
I'm taking the Browns. Guilty, I did it. Yeah, I'm going the Browns. Mainly because when I was doing this pick, and never mind, I'm not going to go there. I'm pretty sure if you're smart, you can put together where I was going with that one. But
on the toilet.
Somebody got to take them to the Super Bowl.
Chiefs at the Broncos. I'm going with my same pick from last week. Give me Denver.
Because of the high altitude?
Yes.
I am taking Mr. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, the Swifties. They're not even the Chiefs anymore. They're the Swifties.
I think here's the deal. Taylor Swift's used to performing all across the world. She's going to give the Kansas City Chiefs a little insight on how to adjust in this high altitude pressure, and they're going to go out there and they're going to smash them Broncos right in the face, brother.
Ride, Broncos, ride.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride. Get into it,
Ravens
Yeah,
at the Cardinals. Baltimore 8.5-point favorite. Over under is 44. Give me Baltimore.
Yeah, exactly. We both went Ravens here, and I think guys like on a more serious note, getting on a serious, putting serious face on now. But you got to look at the production coming from the Baltimore Ravens over the last 3-4 weeks. Steadily getting better and better and better. By far, I think what we seen last week against the Bills was Lamar Jackson's best performance in his entire career to date. We seen a little bit of everything. We seen some beautiful passes from the pocket. We seen him utilizing his legs. We seen it all. If you're looking for a complete package in a quarterback, Lamar Jackson showed what that needs to look like last week against the Bills. So yeah, I'm going Bills here. I'm sorry. I'm going Ravens here against the Cardinals. I think they just they got a lot of momentum. Think they got too much momentum for these Cardinals to handle.
And of course, Massey, I'm guessing you're going Ravens also.
Yeah, definitely give me the Ravens here. What a heck of a performance by them against a really good Lions team. So, and like Gary hinted at, Lamar definitely had one of his best games, probably his best game of his career. And the Ravens, Jim Harbaugh over there, they're really good about carrying on their momentum. So, kudos to them, man. Definitely going the Ravens on that one.
And then the last late game before Sunday night, Bengals at the Niners. The spread is not out on that game yet, as far as I know. Because I'm looking at ESPN getting these betting lines. San Francisco minus 5.5. Favored by 5.5. Over under is 45. Give me the Niners at home. They're coming off of a loss. They desperately need a win.
Yeah, I'm going 49ers here, man. I think it's going to be a bounce back game for them, especially after the head scratching loss to the Vikings. I mean, it makes no sense. But, like I said, it was a weird past 2 weeks in the NFL. I think we're going to start seeing stuff kind of shape out the way, it should be. I think that, this is going to be an easy game. I don't see enough. I haven't seen enough out of Joe Burrow and this Bengals offense to sit here and say that they can contend with the 49ers. And then, moving on to our Sunday night football game, we got the Bears and the Chargers. And, yours truly, Lee Hills of the 615, went with the Bears.
The Bears.
And then I went with the Chargers here.
The Chargers are favored. The Chargers are favored by 8.5, over under 46.5.
Yeah, give me Lightning McQueen on this one, bro. I think that this is a home game for them. I think they're going to be able to come out and electrify the Bears. You see what I did there? Huh?
And then we get to Monday night. Raiders in Detroit.
You got to take lines there.
Detroit is favored by 8. Over under 45.5. Jared Goff is playing some great football right now. He's right at 2,000 yards passing. He's at 1902, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the year. David Montgomery, 94 carries, 385, 6 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 51 receptions, 557, and 3 tutties.
Hell yeah!
So give me Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit hands down, bro. I think the Lions, they had a kind of a setback against the Ravens, but I mean, this is a tough Ravens defense. We've seen Tannehill struggle against them. Then we also seen Malik Willis struggle against them. We've seen Derrick Henry struggle against them. So I still think that this Lions team is definitely a top 5 team in the NFL.
Yes.
And I definitely believe they're going to bounce back here. And that's crazy to sit there and say a Lions team in the top 5. But yeah, I mean, hats off to what they're doing there in, Detroit. Love me some muscle cars. Going to have to go visit up there. Take me a muscle car up there, do some burnouts.
And of course, and Massey, I guarantee you're going to Detroit also.
Well, actually, I was thinking going Tom Brady. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, definitely going the Lions.
Don't speak for me.
Yeah, no, definitely taking the Lions there. It just makes sense. I mean, and you never know. It's the NFL. We've seen like we've been saying the last 2 weeks. There's been some crazy scores and teams that we did not to win, upsets. Yeah, so definitely going to go with the Lions here. But I would not be shocked if somehow the Raiders pulled it off.
Yeah,
and of course,
it'd be crazy if the Raiders do pull this off. I think there is still that chance. I mean, like you said, it is the NFL. And I mean, look at the games we've seen over the last 2 weeks. So, don't shut that door and don't call it an automatic win for the Lions. I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, and I mean, would that be the start of a downfall for a Lions team that we praise so well because of their record?
I wouldn't say it would be a downfall. It might be a setback, but I think it'd be something they would be able to eventually bounce back from, for sure.
Right. If Dan Campbell has anything to say about it, some kneecaps are getting broke.
He's a head coach. I like that guy.
Yeah.
But as we get ready to get out of here, we have to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Homage. You can find them down in the description. Go and use that link. Get 20% off at Homage. And go get yourself some Oilers gear. And also go over to YouTube, go to the Titan Upload Network, and subscribe today. We are pushing, I want to say, right at 11.7 thousand.
Good job, boy.
I think I saw this morning we are at we're like 11,640.
That's awesome.
At the time of this recording. But yeah, go over, subscribe to the Titan Upload Network, and you can find 6 incredible content creators, including myself. You would also have Michael Bishop for the Power Hour. You would have Titans for Life, myself, Titans Rossi, Titan Upload, and Tyler Staggs from Titans Time Podcast. And if y'all want to go ahead and shout out what's shaking one more time.
Yeah, man. So definitely hop on over to YouTube, guys. We are actually campaigning to continue to grow that. We have definitely grown at a rapid pace here lately. Our Facebook page has skyrocketed. You can definitely find What's Shaking Titans at What's Shaking Titans on every platform: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, X. All right, well, I said Twitter. Dadgum, I messed it up that time. Anyway, but TikTok, guys, definitely go follow our TikTok. We're trying to grow that one too, so that way we can start doing more, lives on there as well. But guys, definitely hop on over to What's Shaking Titans on YouTube. We'll be live on YouTube and Facebook this Friday, October 27th at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time for an all-new, awesome, jam-packed episode of What's Shaking Titans.
Yes, sir. You will be entertained.
Yes, we got an awesome show planned for you. It is the revamp and the revive show because we had to redo the entire studio. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a new look. It's going to be fun, guys. Just definitely come check us out, man, for sure.
Yes, sir.
And for Matthew Bassey, Gary Bailey, my name's Lee Hillis. And as I always say, and I'm going to change it for this week, stay classy and Oiler up.